Because I genuinely want to know, like, what is your favorite thing about doing what you do?
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
Okay. So we get to meet some very nice people, some very interesting people. And we develop friendships over time.
Right.
As well as, I'm sure you have some other input.
I have so much input. So I would say one of my favorite parts is definitely the people we meet. And everyone has their specific circumstances, whether they're looking to, elderly people that are looking to move to a home that's single level, or just the transitions in life. Those are some of my favorite to help with, is the transitions in life. Selling one, moving to the next, and finding out what their needs are so that we can accommodate. And whether that is, lining up, figuring out how to get them moved, who's going to do these things, just putting into place anything that they aren't able to do for themselves, putting into place for them.
That's not expected though, right? Like you guys helping someone arrange how they move.
No.
Not necessarily. However, we like to offer our clients a little more.
Yeah.
Just to kind of set ourselves apart, because we're not just in it, to be a realtor.
I would say the ones that really need that little bit of extra, we want to make sure we're there for them. And so whether that comes in the form of helping them figure out how to move, or whether that comes in the form of just resources, lenders, so many different ways that we want to make sure that we're helping them through the steps. And that, I think, is the joy. You feel like you're making a difference.
Yeah.
So you find the needs of the specific person and you give a little more there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of people, that we do extra research for, that they typically maybe don't understand, don't have the means to, but a lot of other people would. We can step up and help them in that aspect.
And particularly ones that aren't here, that can be a big deal. So they aren't even here to be able to see some of these things. So when we go take them and walk them through a FaceTime showing or something along those lines, we want to make sure that they're also looking at the area that it's in. They know what it is they're going by on the way to that home. So the things that, whatever it may be, whether they're not here or whether they're not physically able, we want to make sure that they have all their needs met. And that's the part that's just keeps it interesting.
It all depends. It all depends on what their needs are and what their goals are.
I would say, and everyone's circumstance is slightly different. So for instance, one client that we have now, their work schedule keeps them, really tied up during the day. So being able to make those decisions and all those types of things in the evening, even if it's later, then that's where we need to be accommodating to them. And they're local, they're here, they just are busy. So I think we see a little bit of everything based on different circumstances. And that's what makes the job fun, is it's all different. Once we identify what lifestyle they want, then we're better equipped to also be able to identify what area they need. So what will fit that lifestyle that they're looking for. And it's funny because sometimes people tell us what they want in the beginning.
End up purchasing something completely different.
Yes. And that is so fun to watch.
Dreams versus reality.
Yes.
Yes.
Or even just the shift in, I didn't even know I wanted that. So I think that part is always fun to watch. We make sure we don't rule things out for people. We let them rule it out for that reason. And so I started in 2005. No.
15.
Thank you. I started in 2015. And that first year of getting my license, I was also working full time at that time. So I wasn't doing a lot with it. It was the following year that I started to do a little bit more. And January 17 is when I went full time.
And then I had life change, career change, got injured, had to have surgery, and they said I couldn't do the physical labor that I used to do. And so ended up going back to school, getting a degree in business management, and trying to figure out what I was going to do. Ended up settling on real estate and partnering with Ann, which has been a great fit for the last 4 years.
It has. And so that was something that was an adjustment. We've been married forever, and 28 years now. And so in 1993, August of 93. And now...
I'm older than 28. I am. Very nice. Okay.
That's so funny. No, I'm the one that's just 29. Don't forget.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was used to, for so many years, him working out of town. I made the decisions on the day-to-day basis. I didn't run it by anyone else. I didn't see how anybody else felt that we were my decisions to make. And so letting Chuck have an opinion in our business is different, which is good. So I think that is the one thing that by working together, we bring that balance we needed. So when they say opposites attract,
she's female, I'm male.
The big opposite.
maybe we won't go with that, but so when they say opposites attract, that was definitely our role. But it brings a balance to our relationship that's really needed and really helpful, particularly in business. Things that I am definitely the risk taker.
And she's got, the really exceptional people skills. And I've got the
Hands-on.
fidget and gadget and fix things skills.
I like that.
So, that helps complement us as realtors as well.
It does.
Because, we can do things that some might not be able to for clients.
You said a fidget, and however you worded it. Does that come from your previous career?
No, I guess just growing up,
He likes to say he just knows. It doesn't work that way.
yes, you just know.
That way. He doesn't just know how to do everything, but he does know how to do everything. And so I would say it's more than he realizes, just being in that environment.
Growing up, being able to fix things, work on cars, helping dads, uncles, grandpas, working on the farm, that type of stuff. It's just things that, you pick up and learn, I guess.
And so for me, I am one that I need to do to learn. And watching him just know already to go, it makes no sense.
Just ask our nephew Bradley. He'll tell you.
He does. He does. He says the same thing to his mom. And she asks, how did you know how to do that? He's like, I just knew. He's like, how can you just know?
Good genes.
It's important for me to feel like I'm making a difference in people's lives. And there's nothing more rewarding to feel like you matter. And so I needed to be able to solve problems. I needed to be able to provide resources to people and provide benefit in some way. And that was a way that I knew I would enjoy, because I do love people. Doesn't matter, all kinds. And I do love homes. And I like to shop. So that all kind of played well together. And then bringing Chuck in was just, it shows so much when we go show a home. The things that I notice and the things that he notices, and we can bring to the attention of our clients. As we're listening to their reactions, we're also checking out the home to show them things. And they're two different things. That dynamic works quite well for us.
A lot of times, we hear that they do like having two people. And, what we see as a benefit is if, we have a client that is currently taking one of our time, then we get a request from another client. We've got that opportunity, to serve both clients.
And so when we're together, it works great. And when we have to divide and conquer, we are able to do so. And so usually we are able to make sure that whichever client we're working with, whatever needs they have, the one that best suits that client is with them. And so if we have to split up and to make everything happen together, then we do so. My answer to that question was people love it. They love seeing us together. They love being part of the dynamic themselves. And they love being heard from two different angles. He hears things slightly different than I do. And so they get both of that, and people like it.
What's the reoccurring theme that you hear, that people enjoy about working with you guys, or people remember, or the reason they refer you to the next person?
The beauty and the positive attitude.
Okay, Clients, not you. So funny. You're a sweetheart.
Yeah, but definitely, a positive attitude, knowledge, but I guess both of us in complement each other that way, because she has kind of a background that can help in the processing part of the transaction. And, I've got the, I guess, structural background to help with giving them information that helps, ease their concerns, answer their questions. So it's a kind of a good combination.
I think another thing I hear quite a bit is we're really flexible. And so we make sure that we're meeting them on their level, not ours. And so whatever that might entail, whether it be from the timing or quick responses or gathering information quickly, we make sure it's on that client's needs. And sometimes they need extra time. A quick response doesn't matter to them because they aren't going to be able to see anything until later anyway. And that's where we have to identify for each person what it is they need, that communication level, what they need and what they expect.
But she did fib a little bit.
Oh, did I?
She's not that flexible. I can touch my toes. She can't.
Yes, it's true. I'm not that flexible.